Hello, and welcome to another installment of Tabletop Spoiler Guide.
Oh, man.
This is about the Slithering.
Tyler was talking about that we were doing this earlier, and I really thought you just kept saying Slytherin, and I was like, what does
The
Harry Potter
Slytherin.
have to do with this?
Slytherin.
Oh, we have some Harry Potter cookies we can eat.
I know, I do want to eat a cookie after this.
So, I also realized that I'm very typecast into doing all the spoiler guides.
I did a long one that I drank.
What one did you do?
I did all of Tyrant's Grasp.
Oh, yeah, you did do that.
I did the Anastasia one.
No, you did Irison. You didn't do Winters.
Yeah, but I talked about
That's fair.
It
Okay.
still
I
counts.
will do another spoiler guide. I'll go pick one. I'll go do a 1E one again. I'll find a
There we
1E
go.
one.
Okay, cool. Those
So I
those are technically the adventure guides.
Whatever.
So we're
I
not
have
spoiling.
a bunch of those.
Anyway, today we are talking about The Slithering, which is a single book adventure based in Kibwe. I wasn't originally planning on doing this, but as I started looking through Kibwe, I'm like, oh, it has some Slithering stuff. Do I have that PDF? I do. It's 3 chapters. Let's do it.
Sweet.
We love a one-book adventure.
Yeah. So, if you have not listened to the Kibwe episode, listen to that first to kind of get a background of the town.
Mm.
And if you don't want to get spoiled for the Slithering, stop listening. Otherwise, get ready for some spoilerific discussion on a one-book adventure.
I'm so excited.
So, like previous spoiler guides, I'm not going to go into detail about every little thing that happens in the adventure, but rather kind of hit the high-level story beats, kind of what the PCs get up to, the different actions they're doing, and kind of how it affects the current world of Glaring going forward, if at all. So, the story of Kibwe, like I said, takes place. The story of Slithering. Blah. Third time's a charm. The story of the Slithering takes place in a town of Kibwe. The main interesting player fact is that players are not allowed to play human characters in this campaign.
Oh.
Interesting.
Which is kind of unique. Most adventures are like, hey, these are good fits and these are bad fits.
Yeah.
You can play the bad fits, but like this one is like you cannot play a human character.
Yeah, okay.
We'll talk about
Because the humans are automatically eaten by the giant snake, a.k.a. the Slithering.
the Slithering. We'll
Did I
talk
guess
about
it?
why very soon. But humans
Oh,
are
wait, should
affected.
Sam and I guess? Because both of us have no idea.
Yes. Okay. So why should you not? So you said
Oh, well, you said... Well, I thought you were saying Slytherin all day, so now I'm just thinking about the basilisk. So obviously there is a giant snake, and it thinks humans are tasty.
fair. What do you think?
I think that one of the guardians is going to be a snake person,
Oh.
and it would look bad if humans were somehow connected back to the snake guardian. It's not a very good theory.
Fair. So
Snake Guardian hates humans.
Snake
Yeah,
Guardian hates humans.
something-
Big Snake eats humans.
Yes.
Cool. So, the players start out in the central market. They are minding their own business when a person in front of them spontaneously melts into an ooze
Oh.
in front of them. So, fun fact, this is about oozes, not snakes.
Is what level is this adventure path?
I think 5.
Do oozes slither, or do they ooze? Are we saying it's slithering because
and what is-
we're describing
Oozes
the
slithering.
oozes
Yeah, I think
What
movement?
is the
Oozes
method
movement.
of locomotion of a snail?
Oh.
Slithering? I would say
Let's slay slithering versus oozing.
yeah, I would say a snail slithers.
It doesn't like
I would
crawl.
describe it as like a glump.
A glump. Okay,
A glump.
so
The glumping.
no, it's the galumpening.
they had that in the focus group and it just didn't go very well.
the adventure now forever called the galumpening.
With a little pop when they suction up. Glump, pop,
Galump pop.
glump, pop.
So, an ooze, a person who's oozified right in front of the.
Oozified or ossified? Probably oozified.
I don't know, oozified, melted.
I think actually ossified might mean something different.
I think it does.
So-
I'm like trying to remember what that word means.
So once this ooze has been taken care of, it's not long before one of the members of the council, Abayone Moonmay, reaches out to the PCs, who are all witnesses, to help investigate this new curse that is going around and spontaneously turning humans into oozes.
Okay, so when we say taken care of, did they kill this human turned ooze, or did they put it in a box and hope they can fix it?
I don't know. Once you're oozed.
Oh.
Who knows? I think you can take care of that in multiple ways.
It's just like the
a
X-Men
spontaneous
movies.
oozing, or is it
Yeah.
like a multi-turn, slow
It's like
devolution?
it is like
ooze?
spontaneous, but it's not always immediate. So like you spontaneously turn into an ooze, but you might be
a humanoidish ooze.
you might be like infected for a few days before you get oozified. But it's like it's like infected, ooze.
Okay.
So she wants to know what and who might have caused this to figure out next steps and how to cure it.
Reasonable questions.
Right? The next part of this chapter is basically some investigation around town. So there's some investigating around town. You're kind of hitting several different neighborhoods, trying to like figure out clues. At one point, you get into a public debate in order to win information with a racist, or no,
A racist?
speciest. Oh, it's a dude who's like
Specious.
human is like, non-humans suck. Humans are great. And like once you either win the argument, even though he's like a weird liar, he gives you information about how some of his human people have been also oozified.
Hello? I'm sorry?
I'm like honestly just kind of like skimming through because I'm not going through every beat, and it's like open debate. I'm like, oh, what's a debate about? It's like some douchebag who's like, humans are great. And it's like, why do you have to convince this dude that humans are not great? Or like,
Can you imagine getting into an argument about anything? Be like, oh yeah, I knew 3 people that like spontaneously turned into ooze last week, but
yeah,
I have other problems.
right.
I do think it would have been hilarious if they had let you play a human in this, but there was a mechanic like that you might ooze out, and then it's like, oh, re-roll your character.
It literally says, it's like, you cannot play a human character. You will be oozified after the first encounter, basically. Like,
Love that.
just by nature of like, this is how this curse works.
Yeah, the way it
Ooh.
works.
You will be infected immediately.
Awkward.
So basically, after all this investigation, you kind of assemble clues to figure out that you need to go to the Kalabi Caravan House, which is in the brass block run by
The consortium?
the Consortium.
Let's go.
Dun dun dun.
Is it the secret agent groups?
Secret
Oh,
agent.
what were they called? Oh, like the Skunk Works consortium people.
That's like it was a number, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Agent.
Oh, I forget the. Oh, I
Yeah.
have to look at my notes.
So the next part of this chapter is you're working your way through this building, fighting a surprising amount of oozes and no actual Aspis members,
Uh-oh.
which is concerning.
Do they employ a lot of humans in the consortium?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
So once you reach the main office of Tormel Jarbin, who's the head of the consortium in Kibwe,
And is also human.
and it was also
Yeah, there it is.
you find shipment notes of several bloodstones that were delivered from Anopian in Nex.
Uh-oh.
Look, if you're ever reading a bill of lading or an incoming an Amazon shipment that says Bloodstone, you deny that shipment.
Yes. So this causes a fatal curse called the Slithering or the Galumpanine.
I've heard both ways.
Did this guy name it the Slithering, or is it like it's foretold by the scriptures?
I think it's like it would be like it's a legit curse called the Slithering.
Okay.
So it only affects humans and transforms them into oozes. Tormel was also human, mind you. It also names several human targets, most of which are Kibwe's representative council.
Oh, it's politically motivated oozing.
Yeah, so these are all kind of in Tormel's notes.
Don't laugh at that statement.
Politically motivated oozing.
Politically motivated galumpening.
Galumpening. So it also notes kind of in an off thing that Curse Breaker could be a problem, but you don't exactly know what that is at the time.
Okay.
So if you continue through the building, you'll end up at a wagon stall and actually find the stones.
Oh.
Cool.
At this point, they're inert. And there's a note from the wizard that mentions how the stones will grow in power and infectiousness the longer they stay in proximity to each other.
And they're just all heaped in a pile.
So it's best.
Wait, who's the wizard?
just some wizard in Nex.
Is it literally signed the wizard? Like, BT Dubs, here's some notes. See you guys later.
Hell
The
yeah.
wizard.
Probably
I
has a
start signing
name.
things the wizard.
The wizard.
I'm going to change my email signature.
The wizard at
At next.com.
yes. So basically, it's like, hey, you should probably separate them as soon as you get the shipment, lest the stones become too powerful, and change the curse from coming in contact with just the stones to coming in contact to each other or proximity.
For it to become airborne.
So, basically, like, hey, this could get worse.
Oh,
And it's kind of like, I don't know how quickly it's going to get worse.
Yeah.
The wizard's like, here you go. Ticking time bomb. Good luck.
Is there... If I was a GM, this is like the scene of like a poor stable hand, like opens that piece of paper, goes, well, I'm illiterate, and
Yeah.
like, throws it in the back.
Funny enough, that note was not opened.
Classic.
They never
You are the
are.
first one to open this note.
Oh, jeez.
So once all this information has been gathered, you go back to Abayone, and she explains that Curse Breaker is one of the Pillar Watchers,
Oh.
Hey. and it's in the Archives of the Sun, and should be able to break the curse. And if you could go, like, try to see if you can get to it, she would look into the connection to Holy Zatramba, which is another note that I must have missed. But at some point, there's also kind of a note from Tormal about Holy Zatramba.
Okay.
Mm.
So players go through the archives. They fight through it. It's filled with boggards.
Oh.
You're not totally sure why. Spoiler alert. Tormal hired some boggards or owed some boggards, and they came to collect. And he's like, hey, just go into that archive, and you can own it now.
I kind of love that.
Yeah. And he's like, 2 birds with 1 stone. Kill everybody there. Kill everybody who
Sure,
tries
okay.
to come in. And then you find where you go to the dais where Cursebreaker was,
Hmm.
and it is not there. It has been
Oh.
stolen.
Okay.
Do we know what the curse breaker looked like?
So
Because everything else was like an animal, right?
Made
Yeah.
of soapstone.
yeah, so this is and the Elend headed.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
kind of like the
Antelope.
Gotcha,
headed
gotcha.
one. So if you report back to Abayone, she confirms that Tormal had led a caravan to Holy Zatramba, and there was a large package on that caravan.
Oh.
No.
Probably the statue. You're going to need to go there.
Mm.
Cool.
So before we continue to the next area, because one thing to note is that as part of this, you kill a bunch of oozes,
Yeah.
and Tormal is one of them.
Sure. That makes sense.
So he is dead.
Yeah.
Um,
I assumed that.
yeah. So Tormal Jabrin, I don't know if I said Jarbin, Jabrin, we're going to talk a little bit about how we ended up here. Background. So the players don't know this at the time,
Oh, no.
but
Oh,
here's what's
no.
kind of happening in the background.
Oh, no.
So this is the record scratch. You might be wondering how I get up there as you look at the ooze who's in Tormal's office. So he was raised in Holy Zatramba, which after it was overrun by demons is now
Mhm.
a demon-infested hellhole.
Great.
Sure.
He was raised by a cult that worshipped Engazan, which is a demon king,
Mm-hmm.
and he absorbed the doctrine of tyranny and domination.
Ew.
And he used that doctrine to make a plan to overthrow Kibwe.
Bro.
Yeah, because doing the thing.
Aggressive.
Yeah. So he clawed his way up the ladder of the Aspis Consortium and eventually became the leader. And he solidified its reputation by investing in infrastructure. So,
Infrastructure week.
Mm.
It was at this point that he planned to assassinate the key leaders of Kibwe.
Oh, jeez.
But rather than do it himself, he wanted to do it in a way that would seem like a divine smiting or like some, higher power.
Oozening?
Did
Come on.
he went with the galumpening.
Come
So,
on.
So he reached out to this wizard in Nex and was like, hey, can you do something that would curse these people to make it look like a supernatural punishment? And the wizard was like, I got a thing for you.
Ooze.
Classic Nex.
Classic.
Yeah,
Nex.
whatever.
So, and because his targets were human, he's like, I want to make sure that it only affects humans. Even though he was human.
Sure.
But he's like, it's not going to affect me. I could take care of this for some reason.
Maybe you should have read that letter.
Mm.
Yeah, so he did not consider the fact that he could be affected at all when he went through this whole thing. So the shipment with the letter, started on its way from next to Kibwe, got delayed several times on the way, and
Classic.
showed up to
So-
Tormal
Way
way
too strong,
later than
yeah.
expected.
Well, and did it ooze people along the way?
No, it's like it was like in the box. It's fine.
Okay, so the box protected.
The box
people
protected
from,
it.
Okay, so you
Like
just
it
like
went super critical in the box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it gets to Kibwe far later than expected. And so we smash cut to an unsuspecting employee of the Aspis Consortium named Matala.
Oh,
And she is the porter who accepted the shipment of stones.
Oh no.
And even though she
buddy.
knows that secrecy and discretion are part of her job, she is also very curious about the things that come in and out.
Oh,
no! Don't open the box. Don't
So
open the
without
box.
reading the note at all, she peeks, takes a little peek at the stones.
Gotta read the bill of lading.
girlfriend.
And because they have been together for way too long, it immediately oozifies the entirety of the building.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody.
Dang. Pandora's
Yeah.
box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So everyone is oozified except for Matala.
Oh, because she
Oh.
was not a human?
She was human, but she was just infected. She was not oozified.
Oh, she's a
yet.
carry. She's patient 0 now.
So
Uh-oh.
once she realizes everybody else is oozified, she looks for a cure by going to several different places around the city.
No,
Of course.
She
girlfriend.
goes to one place and they're like, you're going to need a healer. So then she goes to the Walk of Shrines and they say she might need something else. So she makes her way about several
Ooh.
different neighborhoods, infecting people all along before finally succumbing to the ooze herself.
Oh boy.
By then, the damage was done, and thus we end up with Kibwe under the curse.
So does it so she's infected and she infects other people. Do they continue to affect, or is this
They
like
continue to infect.
Okay, so it keeps
It's
going.
like-
Patient 0 situation.
She's patient
yeah.
0, infects everybody.
Like
It
zombies.
continues. And because it's like, you don't really show signs until you're an ooze.
Yeah.
So it's hard to tell who's infected and who's not.
When was this published?
A couple years ago.
Pre-COVID or post-COVID?
Good question. This was pre-COVID. I think this might have been one of the
So
first.
I'm curious. Yeah.
So
I think this was one
premonition
of the
up in
first
here.
like standalone adventures.
Okay.
that
Ooh,
Paizo made.
Interesting.
So I do find it supremely hilarious that the main culprit of this adventure is dead by the time the adventure starts.
Yeah, it's great. I love that.
And the players just spend the rest of the adventure cleaning up all the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It also seems very fitting that the Aspis Consortium is the one behind the scenes, the
Yep.
like weird, stupid supervillains who
Uh-huh.
fucked around and found out.
Yep.
So with that in mind, we continue. So at next we have a travel montage as you
Good.
make your way to Holy Zatramba.
Do 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 do.
You roll some survival.
Oh no!
You fight some undead that showed up. You do some things that are just,
do 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 campfire. Do 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 do.
and then
tent.
finally, you
You
end up
narrate-
in Holy
Can
Zatramba.
you narrate my Kingmaker campaign?
do 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 on a horse.
So once you get to the city, you have to fight your way through the Plaza of the Feasting Fiend, which is the
Big demon thing.
yeah, kind of the like headquarters of the Ngazin cult.
Mm.
This is kind of more like yada yada yada. You kill some cultists, you raid some bases. You learn that Tormal brought Cursebreaker back to his hometown and had his cult fam guard the statue. He didn't destroy the statue because he's like, oh, I can end the curse whenever I want and then be hailed a hero.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Manipulative.
Yeah. So after you clear out the plaza, you find Cursebreaker in storage, like magically chained down.
Cool.
Mm.
And then you prep to like haul him back. You unchain him, and you like get your wagon ready to like haul this statue the 140 miles back to Kibwe. But it stands up and starts making its way back to Kibwe on its own.
He's like, thanks, goodbye.
Yeah. So at this point, it ignores the players completely and just starts beelining it to
Kind of
Kibwe.
love that.
And so like the players can either just walk along with it. They can get ahead if they want to like get back to Kibwe first.
Yeah.
They can rest. Like there's mechanics to like chain it down if they need to rest on the way to be like, please don't keep going.
That's funny. Does
Mr.
it talk
Cursebreaker?
at all?
No, it just
Just
beelines
Mr.
toward.
Cursebreaker, I have so much to talk to you about.
Yeah, it is just like it is a golem that has one mind, and it's to get back to the dais that it was
Yeah.
stolen from.
Yeah.
So depending on what they do, they might show up a day ahead or a day behind
Yeah.
or right on time with Cursebreaker. This brings us to chapter 3, the final chapter. once the players make it back to Kibwe, things are looking bleak.
Too many oozes.
The curse has run rampant.
Yep.
Infected humans have been quarantined. Uninfected humans are in hiding, hoping that they stay uninfected.
Yeah.
And you basically kind of have to like fight and make your way through back to the archives. There's like a point where you meet some like orcs that are kind of guarding a human building that like a bunch of humans quarantined in, thinking that they were fine, and 2 people oozified, so everyone like pours out, so you have to contain that.
Oh my gosh.
Jeez.
Yeah, so it's like kind of a train wreck of a mess. So you work your way through that. You make your way to the Archives of the Sun, where Cursebreaker has been making its way to with or without you. And currently the archives are being occupied by the remnants of the Aspis Consortium who are non-human. They've been hiding out to just ride out the curse, waiting for it to all blow over.
I mean, go back to Winchester.
Go back to the archives, open up a drink a cold beer and wait for this to all blow over.
It's not unreasonable.
Right. Whether they know that they technically started this is up for debate. So you have to fight your way through with or without Cursebreaker. Basically, if you go in with him, people mostly ignore him, thinking you're controlling him and fight you anyway. He doesn't really fight. He's just walking his way towards the dais. If you don't make it, if Cursebreaker enters the archives before you get there, it'll kind of like mosey its way through until it gets destroyed temporarily or like broken down. So then you have to like drag it to the dais after you clear everything out.
I see. Okay.
And kind of rebuild it. So once you activate, once it gets to the dais, it hangs out and waits for it to be activated. Because it doesn't just immediately remove the curse.
Mr. Cursebreaker, please.
Please do the thing. So you have to activate different sun symbols in the room and do a couple
Skyrim
puzzle
logic
things.
puzzle?
Yeah, so do puzzle to activate. And once you activate these symbols, it glows with a fierce bright light and casts a 10th level remove curse.
Ooh.
Dang.
Curing the city. And it automatically cures everybody who's alive. Everybody who's dead is unfortunately still dead.
But they return to human form.
Yeah, I was going to say, anybody who's alive but ooze turns back into human.
Yeah, they turn back into human. There is...
That makes you a murderer.
Yeah, this is actually there's an archetype called Oozemorph. So even though you all turn back to human, that some like still have kind of ooze leftover finagles. So like there's an archetype you can be that's an Oozemorph, and you like have weird, sometimes stretchy limbs, and like you do oozy things even though you look human. Yeah. So yeah, the council works to restore order. They celebrate the adventurers as heroes of the town. You guys can continue on and be, relied upon for future job opportunities or just known as capable troubleshooters.
Cool.
And boom, the adventure is done. Kibwe survives and moves on. Overall, like pretty straightforward. Has some decent role play at the chapter 1, maybe a little bit too dungeon combat heavy with the other buildings. Some people, might not be super happy with the fact that the main baddie dies off screen immediately, but I find that very hilarious.
I mean, it's definitely like a subversion of the normal,
and just feels just so fitting for the consortium.
Yeah.
It's just like,
but there's like plenty of other combat, so I'm like,
I
don't think I'd be like too mad that like the impetus for the conflict died, but there's still plenty of conflict.
Yeah.
Our group for the 3rd book, when you're like at the demon cult, they'd be trying to explain like, well, you see, we need to come back here and get Cursebreaker. Like, I don't care.
We just need our statue.
We need our statue.
I don't care. You're going to fight me.
What if I just diplomacy? Yeah.
What if we sneak in and grab it?
So that is the glumpening.
It sounds good. It sounds like tight and like, get in, do your story.
Yeah. Nice one
I
book.
like it.
Yeah.
Not like, I mean, and in terms of greater effect on Galarian, like, I don't know, not much. Seems pretty self-contained.
That's okay.
It said like at the end, the like Kibwe has, like population of 5,000. About 100 people died.
Okay.
Maybe after overall.
Okay.
Unless you killed a bunch players. No.
Ooh.
So not too much. Life goes on. They rebuild. There is it said that they like kind of have a not a celebration, but kind of like a
Remembrance.
day where they give each other Jell-O.
Oh, jeez.
It's like poor
Oh.
taste.
Hey guys, is this in poor taste?
Ugh.
But it's fine.
I do like the kind of plot nugget on, okay, so we had to activate the Pillar Guardian.
Mhm.
So it's like, that would make me then, if I was actually in this, like, oh, well, now I want to go see if you can activate the other
Any
ones.
of the other
Mhm.
ones?
Like, okay, because we could figure out this one, so maybe one of
Yeah.
the other
Oh,
ones do.
interesting. Yeah, it's a good point.
Yeah. So interesting.
Yeah,
Like,
some of like the best Marvel stories are the ones that are not about Infinity Stones, right? Like that's okay.
yeah.
I
Nice
like
little
it.
side story, like a quick, I mean, I think it's just one level. So like, you can do a 1-2 shot on this. Maybe a 3
So
shot.
it's probably
depending on
only
how we
like
play.
8 encounters.
Yeah. Not much.
Yeah, that's fun.
Yeah.
I like that.
So yeah. Yeah. Well, this has been the spoiler guide of the Galumpening.
The glumpening.
Look, I stand by that
That's-
descriptor.
So yeah, reading through this, I'm like, man, we got to do more spoiler guides because I miss doing this.
Yeah,
So,
I volunteer as tribute to the next one. I'll find
cool.
one.
We'll find one.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, thanks everybody for listening and safe travels. Happy Galumpening.
Galump up.